Hello, everybody. We are being silly this morning.
Okay.
But we're going to do a quick VR.
His name is Bob. His name is Jerry. And it's a kunai knife because I like anime.
All right. Now that we got that worked out, doing a quick VR for Shane over at Shoebox. Shane over at Shoebox Legends. I'm not going to get through this long. We're going to go get some coffee after this.
Okay.
I'm going to need some. All right, he's doing a VR because he just hit 500 subs. Congratulations. There are two questions that we need to answer. So I'm sure that a lot of you have already done it or have seen it. So I'm not going to go through a ton of detail about the particulars, but it's really just two things. One is how has your collecting changed, and two, what set would you that's no longer in existence would you bring back? The first huge change to my collecting is I used to do a lot of in-person autographs pre this one. Because it took a lot of time, and that was kind of how I like to unwind, which was weird because it was just standing in line for hours at a time and getting athletes to sign baseballs or bats or whatever, or mini helmets, and that's how I got a ton of my autographs.
Dopamine.
We're just saying random words now.
No, dopamine are the receptors in your brain that make you happy.
True. I call them Dr. Peppers. So that was one big change. I stopped doing that. I don't really get a whole lot of autographs anymore. I did start doing TTMs recently.
Through the mail.
But here the two big changes. All of my changes have to do with this kid. And one is starting to collect Star Wars cards. And this one is my favorite card that we've ever gotten. This one is an art card by Ashley Marsh. Well, it's not an art card, it's a sketch card. But it's a trifold, and I think it just looks so cool. Another one we got recently is this gold one right here, just because I like Boba Fett. But we have binders and binders and binders full of Star Wars cards. Obviously, if you watch our video, you know that we have binders and binders and binders full of Pokemon as well.
So to be clear,
yes,
this is Daddy's baseball over here.
Yep.
Everything else is either Pokemon or Star Wars.
Yep.
Star Wars shelf. Pokemon.
That's true. All of that's true. Pokemon.
And
I got some more
look over there. Pokemon.
Yep, some more Pokemon down there.
All of this is Pokemon.
Yeah. So none of that existed prior to this kid.
Whoa. That is when I turned 6.
Yeah. So one of the kids at kindergarten or whatever had Pokemon, and this one was like, hey, those are animals on cards, and they look pretty cool. And then it was like, Daddy, I really would like to have some Pokemon cards.
His favorite card was Whalmer, and that's the only one he ever showed me. It was Whalmer.
Lame.
That's all I ever knew about Pokemon when I was 5 was Whalmer and Wailord.
That was a jerky thing to say. Whalmer's just fine. No Charizard. Anyway, so
I don't like Charizard that much.
Well, that makes one of us. So that's how my collection has changed dramatically. Also, I kind of wasn't collecting baseball cards a whole lot until you were. It was very first Father's Day.
I started our collection.
Well, you revamped it because I stopped buying cards for the most part for 15 years or so. Maybe longer. Maybe it was closer to 20 years. And then on my very first Father's Day present was a box of 2012 Gypsy Queen that my wife gave me. And so we ripped it together, and she had so much fun. And it was a hobby box, so it came with an autograph. And she was hooked. And then it wasn't hard to get me to turn that switch back on. And so we've been collecting really hard since
my birthday.
Yeah. No, we've been collecting really hard since like year 1.
Yeah, my first birthday.
Sorry, I didn't hear you say first. I thought you said birthday.
Me.
Anyway, the second part, we're rambling, is what
Ramble.
is what set would you bring back? And
I have an answer.
yeah, what set would you bring back?
I would bring back Sun and Moon. Any Sun and Moon set.
Pokemon
I love all
Sun
of
and
them.
Moon, all of them.
I love Sun and Moon so much. So much.
It's a good one. I was thinking, to be really boring, I would say Upper Deck baseball, because I really liked that a lot when I was a kid. But then I was like, I kind of want to not do something that's so easy, although I do kind of miss the baseball Upper Deck. I thought they were great. And I thought about the old sport flicks.
I don't know what that is.
Where you had a card. I should have grabbed some. I'm sorry. And you could move it, and it would have like motion. You could see,
So like a
the guy.
hologram.
Yeah, kind of like a hologram, but it wasn't really a hologram. But anyway, I always liked those a lot when I was a kid, so I kind of wish they still did those a little bit. And I'm sure they could do it better than they could back in the late 80s, early 90s. But that's it. Please go check out. So long. This would have been a 2-minute video. This could have been a 2-minute video.
No, but now it's 5,
15.
6.
It's going to be 27 minutes. It could have been a 2-minute. We almost could have made this a short.
No. I wouldn't let that happen.
No. Well, go check out Shoebox Legends. I'll put the link below if you want to play along. And at the very least, stop by and say hey and congratulations on 500 subs. Thank you guys so much for watching our little video.
I must sing.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. You're such a mess.